Hi, it's Gone with the Gale here, and today's a beautiful day. It's the end of 2020, and hopefully 2021 is going to be a lot better than 2020. The weather's beautiful. The last few days it's been very cold here in Florida. Night before last it was down to the high 30s, and yesterday's high was only in the low 50s, but today it's sunny, barely a cloud in the sky, and it's 70 degrees already. It's not even noon. So I'm going to get out and go exploring a little bit, and I'm going to take you with me. Let's go. Today's adventure takes us to John Chestnut Senior Park. It's in Palm Harbor, Florida, on the west central coast. This park is home to various wildlife, including raccoons, alligators, birds, hawks, vultures, tortoises, and more. It's adjacent to Lake Tarpon, which is 5 miles long and 1 mile wide. It's about 8 to 12 feet deep, so it's not too deep. And you can see from the picture, you get a great view the minute you park your car. I love when you get to the trail and the first thing you see is a watch for wildlife sign, especially when it has alligators, snakes, and coyotes on it. Don't you? It was a beautiful day and there's lots of people in the park. Here, a cormorant is sunning itself in the marshlands. I just realized what everyone was pointing at. Baby alligators.
How many do you guys count? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting 6. 1, 2, 3.
Well, there's one right below us.
Yeah. Oh, right below us?
Right there.
Yeah, him I had seen before. I didn't see this guy over here, and then there's one over there.
This little guy was practically right next to me. If you look carefully, there's 3 alligators in this picture. 1 in the lower left-hand corner and 2 in the center. One is facing us and the other is parallel to the top of the picture. This little guy was all by himself, just sunning. They're actually quite cute if they can't get to you. This guy was farther out in the mud. He looks large from the picture, but he's still just as small as the others. It's hard to believe these small alligators will grow so large that if they're male, they can be up to 15 feet in length and can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. Females are smaller, usually 8.5 to 9.5 feet in length. One of the people we talked with who comes frequently says that the mother alligator is about 8 feet long, but we didn't get to see her today. This was my favorite picture I took today. He looks like he's smiling for me, doesn't he? I feel really lucky that our county takes it as a priority to make sure there's wildlife that's accessible to people so that everyone gets a chance to see all the amazing creatures that live here in Florida. I love the bird that comes in at the end of this clip. It really makes it feel like it's quite exotic.
They're all over the place.
We continued the walking trail and took a bridge that went over a small bayou. It looks peaceful until you look down and see another baby alligator staring back at me. That's one thing I really like. People here help each other. I hadn't seen this alligator, and some other people on the bridge called us over so that we could see it too. This is a black-crowned night heron. This is a limpkin. He was sitting on the rail and he wasn't bothered by us walking by him. We got rather close and he didn't seem to care. A limpkin is also known as a corral, a corlin, or a crying bird. It's a large raiding bird. It eats mollusks, especially apple snails, and it gets its name because it seems to limp when it walks. This is an anhinga, sometimes called a snake bird or a darter or even a water turkey. It's a water bird that's in the warmer part of the States. The word anhinga comes from the Brazilian Tupi language, and it means devil bird or snake bird. An interesting fact about the anhinga is that its feathers are not waterproof. It allows them to submerge in order to hunt, but this also means that they can get waterlogged and have to dry themselves by sitting on branches before they can fly again.
Up above the trees. Up above the bird.
Afternoon breeze starting to pick up, and as I turn to the right here, you can see the marshlands where we had seen the alligators earlier. This panorama just doesn't do it justice to how beautiful it was from the top level of the observation tower. So that was our day at John Chestnut Park. We had a good adventure, saw some alligators, saw some birds. It was really a great day. I had a great time with my friend. And we had a nice lunch by the water and got to see a lot of neat wildlife. I think that's the first time I've ever seen baby alligators out in the wild. There's a lot of touristy places where you can see them here in Florida, but this was the first time I've seen really wild alligators out in nature, and it was really great. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check back to see when I post again. Thanks.